think we'll be able to take some sort of a peep in, because we have a hole there, and actually the door, it actually looks like, oh, the door is actually open. Hi guys, and welcome back. So today we are in Ballycumber in a place called Liss Cemetery here in County Offaly. And we have a beautiful church, but that is actually now abandoned, I believe. So we have a number of headstones and a couple of interesting mausoleums. I'm presuming that maybe these headstones are belonging to that mausoleum there. We'll just read one here and see. In loving remembrance of Sophia Marianne, widow of the late Thomas Mullock Esquire. She died February 1889, aged 81. And in memory of her daughter Sophia, she died in 1898, it looks like. Then we have a Celtic cross right beside this mausoleum. But there's another little area here with beautiful stone slabs grave. This is the mausoleum. As you can see, it's all bricked up. And interesting on this mausoleum are these little old chutes to take the water from the roof, I'd imagine, and out. And that would be like an old vent, I'd imagine. And then another little chute just here. And it's just, you can barely see the light up there. So there's no name that I can see on the mausoleum itself. But I'm presuming that this area here may be relations. And if not, it's just a separate burial area. Here lie the mortal remains of Mary Mullock. So that's what was on that headstone there, wasn't it?
Died unmarried, it says.
Daughter of the Reverend John Mullock. Died unmarried the 1st of October 1828, age 50. Then there is, looks like Thomas Mullock, son of the above John Mullock. He was a Reverend, 1843 there. And there is a few more names there. This is also Mullock. Lawrence Mullock, he was only 23 when he died. And there's also another Thomas Mullock there, aged 14 on that one up at the top there. See it? Just on this line, April 1844, aged 14. So this is the side of the mausoleum. Not anything fancy really, but they obviously are a well-known family of the area. This is also Mullock. These ones are beautiful with the crosses. William.
They put the trees there.
Yeah, this is William.
William.
Bury. Roman Mullock?
D.L. Barry.
18, very hard to read the date. And it just says Thomas, son of Thomas Mullock. So possibly Thomas Mullock's family are all here. Now maybe Thomas and his wife are buried in the mausoleum. He giveth his beloved sleep. Oh, so that's just like a memorial, kind of a cross there. We're absolutely freezing, by the way. It's, even though the sun is out, it's showing 1 degree on the car. So it's bitter cold. Now I'd be interested to see if that church is actually completely abandoned. Let's have a look at this. Now this has no roof. But it does have a gate in. Very interesting. Oh, look at that. 1768. Possibly their coat of arms. It's showing 3 arms, possibly armour on them. Very beautiful. Look at that blue sky. And when I say it was Baltic, leaving home, feels like it's even colder up here, unfortunately. Oh, I can get in with a little bit of effort. Now, it's almost gone. Any writing there, but we might be able to see it with the torchlight. Here lieth the body of Warner, it looks like. Or
Wilfred, is it?
no, it looks like A there. W-A-I-N. Or maybe Winifred, yeah. Winifred, unsure of the surname of any date. There you are, look. Won't be able to read it.
76 something.
Something. Well, it says 1776 just over the door, so possibly 1776. And then we have another one just here in the corner. Sacred to the memory of William B-I...
Bigo, is it? B-I-G-O-E, is it?
Does look like, doesn't it?
Buchanan,
Esquire, who died at Ballycumber, that's the area we're in, Ballycumber House, January 1875, aged, is it 73? Also Frances Anne, his wife, daughter of John
Warnford.
Maybe
that's the name that's on the other one.
Maybe, yeah.
Esquire. Says Warnford Arms.
Oh yeah, Brong, B-R-O-N-G it looks like, doesn't it?
T-R-O-N.
A Trong?
Trong, Esquire.
Whoa.
Born in 1817 and died in 1878.
Thanks for reading that, because I find it hard to read it. There's nothing else here. So why, unless, did you see the sign over the door? The little coat of arms. But the date on that, see it?
Oh yeah, 1768.
1768. That's obviously the coat of arms. Maybe I'll see the words a bit better in edit. Sometimes it's very, very hard to read them. So we do have reasonably new graves here, 2015, 2021. Loving memory of Samuel Lowe. Died September 1891, and also his wife Frances and their daughter Annie, April 1901, and their grandson Samuel David Lowe died the 12th of March 1922. Their son Philip Lowe, the island Ballycumber, 1957, aged 84, his wife Mary, their son Philip, and their daughter Ellen, March 1998, aged 88. So a lot of family members in there.
There's one over there. I was kind of having a quick look at it. It looks interesting. The headstone.
So this is the back of the mausoleum, like.
Yeah. But just beside the headstone there's a slate on there.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what it says on this part. Here.
God, I don't know.
Oh, sweet Anne.
Where of thy... Gosh, that is really hard to read.
Where love and pity. So it's like a...
It's like a little verse, isn't it? It's just like... It's very hard to read though, isn't it?
Maybe an edit.
Maybe.
But it's just
But it is like
slate
little... So where would that have come from? Like, it's almost like it's in the shape of a cross.
Yeah, it doesn't move.
Doesn't move. Whoa, it's very heavy actually. But this is the back of the mausoleum. I've just noticed a little hole. That kind of seems to just bring us to maybe the roof part. Is there anything in there? A lot of kind of debris in there. Don't see any. Right now, if I move down a little bit. It's all just like little twigs, I suppose, from birds maybe nesting. Just there. I think all I can see really is just little bits of like debris, trees and stuff. Little sticks. Nothing really there to see. Unfortunately, I can't, the camera just does not want to focus. But I'd say the coffins are way down in under there. So this one says sacred to the memory of William Henderson, Esquire of Hollybrook, who died February 1867.
73.
We've more of those kind of like, they're not chest tombs, they're tombs, but a kind of fancier shape to them, and usually they are reverends. There's one here that says Sarah Emily Howden, Ballinally, County Longford, principal of Liss National School, 1925 to 1957, died the 20th of March 1957, aged 64. Erected by Liss Cemetery group, supported by Offaly County Council. So she's the principal of the local national school. Very interesting. But you can see this beautiful wall, and it's kind of strangely shaped because it goes like almost like a triangle down there. Some nice rails here with another tomb inside. And so this is Jane Mary Seaton, July 1915. So this is like her own little area here, just with these rails. Don't see anybody else in here. Quite unusual shaped rails there, the way they come out. And then we have a beautiful castle-like mausoleum here. Isn't that gorgeous? But it's tiny. Now there is a little gated area, but I'm actually not going to go in because I tried to move it earlier, and actually it is very unstable, and it's almost like it was going to fall. There's one hinge there, but the other hinge is gone, so I just don't want to break it. So this mausoleum is for William Wellington Bailey. Now, he was a rubber merchant and a company director, and he was late of Plassey House in Limerick, so that's where he resided. He passed away actually in Dublin, and he was only 57. He died of Bright's disease. Now, I'm going to have to look that up because I don't know exactly what that was. So he was actually the son of Daniel Bailey, a landowner, and he lived in Ceylon, which is now Sri Lanka, and Mela from 1875 to 1906. When he returned to Ireland, in Ceylon and in Mela, he was engaged in coffee, cocoa and rubber plantations. So you would wonder, would he have owned slaves over there? He amassed a huge fortune from rubber, and in 1906 he returned from Asia, and that's when he purchased Plassey Estate. He actually owned trained race horses. In 1908 his horses won 20 races, winning him over £1,865, and he was survived by his wife Blanche, and he left what is the equivalent of 39 million in his will when he died. So can you imagine that? So quite a wealthy man, a very small mausoleum, but quite beautiful. Now I think we'll be able to take some sort of a peep in, because we have a hole there, and actually the door, it actually looks like, oh, the door is actually opened. Just bear with me 1 second. Gosh, and there's a coffin right there, and I believe right there is a bone. If I can get my hand in without losing my phone. Just there, guys. Wow. There's the coffin, and that bone there as well. But there's only one coffin that I can see.
There's all
it's like little twigs and stuff in there. Yeah? Wow.
Birds are building nests maybe in there.
Amazing, isn't
it?
Could
Could be one underneath that.
Put that torch up again for a sec. There it is, better. Kind of a shot for you. A wooden coffin.
It's good condition, isn't it?
It is very good condition, actually. Right, so we've just sealed the door back up. There is a little rock there near the base, so we've put that against it. But a beautiful mausoleum, and as you've seen there, it seems to just have one coffin. So possibly then in here would be the rest of his family, possibly his wife Blanche. As I said, this gate is really, like, as soon as you pull that open, that's when it kind of
falls off the hinge.
Maybe it will work, will it? If I could just get it open a tiny bit more. Okay, so it is kind of falling off the hinge a little bit, but I'll be able to prop it back again, I think. So it's quite hard to get in around here, because straight away you're faced with a grave. Anything on that? Nothing. Just walk up the side of it there. Nothing.
Nothing on that.
Okay, let's just try and not stand on graves. We'll walk up along on the curbing. Oops. So this is to Maria Isabella, eldest and beloved daughter of Daniel and Jane Bailey, who fell asleep in Jesus, February 1871, aged just 22 it looks like. And there's also a Christopher there. Christopher was the eldest son, and he died 1880 it looks like, aged 32 I believe. And then we have one more. Oops, I'm trying to get in along the curb there without walking on a grave. So this is Here lieth the body of Deborah
M.
It's probably Bailey as well, actually, yeah.
Bailey.
Who died, can't see any date, 18 something.
1827, I
It
think.
looks like that, aged, I'm not sure.
I guess 28.
Is it 28?
Or 5, there's a 5 there maybe.
Maybe. And it just says erected in memory by her husband, William. Unsure that they're very hard to read. That's the problem with these stones, isn't it? The weather just destroys them. But if I turn around, I actually see a hole here as well. So I'm not sure. You'll see the hole that we shone our torch through. And just there, is that the coffin?
Yeah.
From this side. It seems to be, doesn't it? I can't really reach too far. There you go. So that's from the other side then.
There's a bone on it there.
There is a bone on it there. There it is, guys. Whoa. But we were already able to get a look in from the door just there, and you can see that that's the hole we were kind of pointing the torch in and getting a little bit of light in there. But it's hard to believe that that door is just open like that. Oh, this is a tight squeeze. Now we will fix that gate back up the way we found it. Beautiful church, absolutely gorgeous. Now, have we fixed it? Yes, back to the way we found it. Now, so that's a beautiful mausoleum. There's definitely only one coffin there that we can see, unless there's one underneath. So you would wonder where his wife is buried. I believe her name was Blanche. So it is, as I said, freezing. So I'm sure you're going to hear a lot of snuffling in this video. But it was so foggy earlier. That has at least lifted.
Yeah, it's definitely that mausoleum, like castle style, isn't it? With
Yeah.
even the wooden door, like a castle.
Even the wooden door, yeah. I don't know whether the wooden door is still original to it, but it does look like it is, which is kind of fantastic to see. So, I don't know, is there more kind of around here? We'll take a look. We'll take a look at the back of the church. Kind of goes in style when you think about it, with the church the way it is, doesn't it? That kind of gives you a castle feel as well. We have here, actually the area is beautiful. There's a little bench here, and
Seen better days.
it has seen better days, and I certainly wouldn't be trying that out. Look at that. But at one stage that was very, very beautiful. But as I said, the area is actually stunning, isn't it? Now what I have noticed just up here on top of the hill is a lot of field markers, and they're there to let us know that there are people buried close to them, if not directly underneath them. And they're just for families that couldn't afford a headstone. So they put these little markers down. Gosh, there's quite a few, isn't there?
Two sides of life, rich and the poor.
The rich and the poor.
A mausoleum and a stone marker.
God, there's a load of them. Some of them do look like they are headstones, but
This one is 1700s.
that actually reminds me, there's a grave here, if I can find it. And I'm not going to... it's here. This is the grave. A very sad grave. So it says here, in memory of Michael Conway, aged 29 years, United Irishman who was hanged, and it's wrote there, hanged, in Ballycumber, so that's the area we're in, by British forces on June the 13th or the 18th, I think it's the 18th maybe, 1798, rest in peace. Now Michael was one of 3 men that were hanged by the British forces, and it is quite sad to actually read the word hanged here on his headstone. Very, very sad. Not only was he one of 3 men to be hanged, but they were actually all related. So very, very sad. And interesting, I suppose, to see that it's wrote there. But once again, very, very sad. So Michael Conway, rest in peace. As with anybody that's buried here in this beautiful graveyard. Now there's beautiful writing here on this one. For the soul, pray for the soul of Margaret Williams, alias Fryer, wife of Henry, who departed this life February 1771, aged 59. And you can see the font, the way it's wrote. Quite hard to read sometimes, but that's pray. Just beautiful. Fryer, an unusual surname, but really, really nice writing on it.
Old style writing.
Really old style
I
writing.
think they had that like, is it calligraphy?
Calligraphy, yeah.
There's a love heart there, is it?
Yeah, very nice. Well carved and still very much so readable. You can see all the liching on some of these. Some nice designs on this. No, hold on, go back up again. O Lord, have mercy on the soul of Fanny William, alias Doyle, who departed this life February. And then aged 56 years. No date.
No date, no.
Very strange to have no date.
Probably worn off.
Quite young. Oh my God, my feet are like ice blocks. Are yours?
Yeah.
I'm frozen. Oh my goodness. Absolutely freezing. This is another 1700s grave, 1767 there. William Connor, who departed this life March the 22nd, 1767, age 65. Also his wife, Belle Connor, alias
1817.
Not sure of her surname before marriage. 1817. Beautiful writing on that one as well. We have some nice designs on the wording itself. So there's a tiny little headstone right in the corner here. Pray for the soul of, looks like Murray is the surname, who died 1758, aged 11, is it?
11, yeah.
Can't see the first name. It's there, whatever that is. Is it P-A-T? Would it be Patrick maybe? Or
Pat,
Patricia?
Yeah. Pat or Patrick, I'd
Yeah,
say.
maybe. 1758 age, what we believe is 11, definitely 11 years now that I see it there.
Died the 4th of May. Or the 13th of May, so I would say.
Yeah, very sad.
1715.
Just there all on her own or his own, depending on the name. But I'm just looking at this church. Like, to me, it's abandoned, but is it? I don't know. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Looks abandoned.
It does look abandoned. Like, the door is very old.
There's a bit of wood rot on the windows
Oh yeah, the windows are in.
and holes, so they would be.
Oh yeah, and you can see it's kind of all mildew now on the inside. You can see like a fungus growing on the windows inside. What a shame it's closed. But the bell, look at that. For the bell. Wow, look at that. Actually, be afraid to pull that because the whole thing falls down on top. But it's not actually connected to anything, just that little pulley, unless it goes inside. It's actually seems to have been, it's probably just, I don't know whether it looks like it goes in there and then probably connected to the bell, up in the bell tower. But it feels like it's seized or something. And then this door, like there's a new Yale lock on it. But to me it feels like it's definitely abandoned. But it is gorgeous here. Look at that area. Oh, can't wait to get back into the car. I'm froze. So cold, isn't it? See, you have this door in as well. Now I know it's not going to be open like, but imagine it was. How amazing would that be? See, the little hedges and all seem to be cared for. Can't really see anything other than my
black. There's black plastic on the windows.
oh, can't really see other than my reflection. What the heck is that? That's all disconnected like.
Heating system.
Yeah. And there would have been lovely windows. Look at that. The windows are the windows are protected by like a plastic or something, an extra layer for that stained glass window there. Whoa, my hand's about to fall off with the cold. But a very interesting little graveyard. That gorgeous castle kind of look to it. That little tiny mausoleum. We've the other mausoleum there. This family burial ground. And then this beautiful abandoned church. But guys, that's where I am going to leave the video. We're going to get back into the car. We have another video to do on Grave Visitations channel. We're frozen, so we're going to get into the car, whack on the heaters, full belt. Get a coffee, hopefully. But for now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the notification bell and that will let you know when I upload next. But for now, guys, take care. God bless. And I'll talk to you all again soon.